record this so everyone else. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about conversation and connection. And I wrote this on the team page. And Megan, just because you're the only one that's here, we're going to break down some of your conversations. So please don't take it as an attack. It's just me giving you advice. And honestly, I don't know everything. Like there's sometimes I look at conversations and go, that's exactly what I would have said. Do you know what I mean? So I want to look, and then I'll show you some of the conversations that I've been having to see if that would be helpful. Because I really do believe this is a conversation-based, a relationship-building business. And the first thing is first and foremost is people don't care what you know until they know that you care. So you have to establish know, like, and trust. And they have to have a foundation that, who is this girl? Why should I trust her? And what's going on? So I will tell you, I know they can't play, but you can say hi, and then I gotta say hi.
I want to paint.
Oh no, you can paint after I'm done, okay? Okay.
I want a cookie.
A cookie? You don't get cookies for breakfast. I'm sorry. Okay, then grab some cereal. This is like out of control, Megan.
That's okay.
What I wanted to post about, one of the things that I want to make sure you remember, and if you haven't written this down, this is a huge game changer for me, was yesterday when I shared that, I don't know if you saw it, but I said, how do you reach out with grace in class? Get it right there. Oh, gosh, you can't reach it. Hold on a second. Is a comment plus a compliment plus a question equals a conversation. You got to remember C plus C plus Q equals C. And it wasn't until I realized that, like, you want this one? A conversation really isn't a conversation until you start getting to know them.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you this, that like, I got a response on, I use sometimes, and this is new for me, but I use a Google Sheet or Google document and like a Wufoo form. Do you know what that is? So Wufoo is a free thing where you can like make documents and forms. So I attach it to my call to action sometimes on my like page, and you can go click on it and see what I say. So that's how people fill out, and then I know they're serious, and then I get their emails so I can send out future information. Does that make sense? Yep. Sometimes I get no one to fill it out. Sometimes they don't. Like they fill it out and spend all this time. What? Go get a bowl. Go get a bowl. And then sometimes, but what it does is it allows me to get answers that I want and then respond with personal information. So I don't send I have a basic outline of what I send, but this is very common response that I get from people. I have to say that I'm still so surprised every time I get an email from you that it's so personal. That right there tells me that what I'm doing is the right thing, right? It's not a canned response. So I will be more than willing. You don't want those bowls? Okay. Give me 1 second, like 30 seconds. I'm going to get her a bowl of cereal, I promise. Oh, honey, I got to finish this. I want to do this call, okay? What bowl do you want? You don't want one here? Okay. And then I'll get you some. Leilani, can you come get your sister some milk, please? Leilani, can you come get your sister some milk? Leilani, Tia, right now. Thank you. Okay, so that being said, don't make that noise, Makani. That validates me that I've changed my ways, because I used to, right now, Leilani, I'm sorry, it's just gonna be crazy because
That's okay.
My kids are home from school. They haven't gone to school yet. I honestly didn't get a ton of responses before, and once I changed it to like just tweaking a few things, like adding in some personal information and saying first off, and then doing that making it a conversation. So in my response, I comment about something they say, I give them a compliment about anything they mentioned. Like it might be like they're super negative, like I just don't have the time, I'm so lazy. But if they say one thing, it's like, well, hey, Leilani, do you think a 3-year-old can do that? Put that away. Set it down and please help her. Thank you. She pushed the milk towards her and was like, that's how she helped my 3-year-old. I'm like, no, that doesn't work. So once I started that form, and honestly, I didn't make this up. I followed some successful coaches, and I asked them, like, how are you teaching your coaches? What are you sharing with them? And really, I want you to keep that at the forefront of all your conversation. Always end it in a question. And sometimes I'll go back and look at my comments. I mean, my responses, and be like, crap, I didn't end it in a question. That's why the conversation ended. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I didn't give them a compliment. And so you can always use that as an outline and a guide. So let's go ahead and let's start looking at some of my conversations. And granted, I find this, I kind of like it that I'm doing it now because I'm at Success Club too. And I'm really in the moment of inviting a lot of people. I haven't, you know, I didn't work for 3 weeks, which I made that, I shared with you guys.
Yeah.
I took time with my family. And so this is me really getting back to being a new coach. This is what I have to do all the time. And so I actually think it's really good at this point to do a call like this, to share with you, like, okay, I've been in this business for 5 years. It's not really rocket scientist. I'm doing the same thing I've always done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me get my Facebook page up, and then I'll share my screen. And then we'll go through some of your conversations to see, let's go through the 5 conversations that you said they were going to say yes, and then they had a no objection to money. Because I don't know, I can look at it and see. Where's my share screen? Okay, here we go. Do you see this?
Not yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So do you see Stacy Dwyer's daughter? Okay, now do you see, I'm clicking on my conversations. Do you see this?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna respond to these, okay? So this is the same thing. So first off, I'll tell you right now, so like there's one issue, which is there's the issue of who am I inviting? Who am I talking to? And there's the issue of how I'm talking to them, okay? So the question is I don't overthink it. I constantly am adding people to my network, and it's from my like page, it's from groups that I meet, it's from literally my #1 pickup line from other moms and other places is, oh, we should be friends on Facebook. You should follow me. Or you seem really similar to me. And at first it was awkward because I was like, oh, that sounds weird. But I got over that real fast because I have to meet new people. So a lot of my, you know, so where I get people, I'm in a Happy Valley Moms group. I live in the town of Happy Valley. So I'm always adding value to that group. So when I friend someone in that group, they're like, oh, it's Kiana from the group. They're not thinking I'm a creep. They're not thinking I'm like, who is this girl that's trying to reach out to me? However, I have done very much cold invites. They don't always work for me, okay? Cold invites to me would mean I've had no interaction with them whatsoever. They don't know who I am, okay? People do that all the time, but I keep it more as a one contact invite, which means they've either commented or liked, or I see their name on something of my post. Does that make sense? They may have never commented ever. They may have never liked anything ever. I mean, never like reached out to me. We've never had a conversation, but I can see that they're following my stuff, either on my like page. And I'll show you how I'll send some messages from my like page, but this is my basic one that I use. Hey girl, reaching out to followers that support me. Would love to get to know you more. Are you a mama too? Are you into health and fitness as well? Looking forward to hearing from you, okay? It's so simple. I'm telling you, out of 10 people I send it to, maybe 5 respond. Do I worry about the other 5 that don't comment? No, because it's not my job to chase people. I want to focus on the ones that really, I'm looking at quality over quantity, okay? But I do these very religiously all the time, okay? Now here's the thing. Immediately after doing this, I go to their page. So I do that, and then I go to her page. I'm gonna open another window, open a new tab. I go to her page, and then I comment or like something on her page because Facebook says, oh, they're actually real friends in real life. So that's what I did. So if you know Candace. Okay, so we're not friends. She just responded to me. So she hasn't accepted my friend request, or she doesn't have a friend request up. Does that make sense? Because I would see it right here that says you're friends. It says, if you know Candace, send us her a message, which means we're not friends. So I reached out to her on my like page. She responded, which is a good sign. But she has it blocked where I can't even like or comment on her page. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to respond. Now this is candid. I do this all the time. And what did I just tell you? I told you we're going to go compliment. We're going to go comment. Hey, good morning. Thanks for responding. Thanks for responding. So she says she has 2 boys. So I'm going to say something about that. 2 boys? That's crazy. Haha. I have one who gives me a run for my money. Okay, I really talk to people like I would in real life. Okay? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna give her a compliment, but I'm trying to change my life. You must have a lot of patience. That to me is a compliment, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not like reaching out being like, oh, your smile's so amazing. Like it's not unauthentic. Or I might say something about, I see that you like fun t-shirts too, because I like the ones with the saying, or I see you love peanut. Like I'll look at her page and kind of connect with it. So it says, so she gave me an in. Sorry, she gave me an in to literally start talking about health and fitness, because she said, I'm trying to change my lifestyle for the better, being more healthy and working out daily. That is awesome. You are making efforts to change your lifestyle. What are you doing to make that happen? Okay, is there an invite to anything? So what I do is I might say something up here. I think it is so, I don't know what the heck happened here. Important to put ourselves first. I know as a mom, it's hard to do that sometimes, okay? And then I would end it in this question. Okay, and so I ended it in a question. So this is gonna start a conversation. What are you doing to make that happen? All right, does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, now, she's on a list now. Now I know she's at the top of my message feeds. I'm gonna follow up with her. If she doesn't, usually they respond back within 24 to 48 hours. If she doesn't respond, I'm gonna say something like, hey girl, how are you? Did you get my last message? Did I scare you off? Haha. Just sending you some love, or something like that. Very simple. If she doesn't respond to that, I move on. Like I don't, but I still move on in the sense that I'll comment on one of her stuff, but because we're not friends, this is about as far as I can get. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But I always make an effort, and she always goes on a list. But she can't, so the thing is I can't keep sending messages to her if we're not friends, because Facebook flags that as spammy. So because I sent a message to her, because she sent one to me, they don't spam it. But if I continuously keep sending messages to her and she's not responding, which is okay, like 2 or 3 times, it's fine. But Facebook has new rules where if you continuously go, hey girl, and it also is very unauthentic to be like, hey girl, I'm reaching out to you. And I've looked at some of my past conversations and they're terrible. I'm like, oh my gosh, I sound terrible. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna send that. So I send that. Okay, so here's also this. Okay, hold on. Let me see these in Messenger. It's easier if I just see them in Messenger. So I did a bunch of invites yesterday, and some responded, some didn't. So because time is of the essence, and I am very authentic, and I really want to make Success Club, and I really want to help people, I'm going to do a lot of follow-ups earlier than what I would. I'd normally get it a couple days, but today I'm going to be like, hey girl, did you get my last message? It's the last time to join my challenge group. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't think I forgot about you, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So here's a random reach out. She didn't respond to me. Hey girl, I saw your post. Are you sick? Just wanted to see if you're okay. She said something about being sick and being tired of being tired. She didn't respond, but that was just something that I sent. Okay, so here's one. I'm going to follow up with this girl because I think she'd be a great, so this is the one that I posted in the team page. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw my response. So she also sent me, sort of sounded creepy, been following you for a long time. Like she was worried of what I thought, you know?
Yeah.
So I said, hey mama, thanks for responding. 2 girls, they grow up so fast. My 3-year-old is going to be preschool. Is that even real? What kind of background? Like you taught it or was an athlete yourself? She said she used to be an athlete or something. She used to be into sport or something. I actually ran track in college, and I said, you didn't sound creepy. And then I just told her what I had to do. And then I just said, tell me about your plan now. Are you currently working out? What kind of rut? And then I'm going to, it's at 9:59. That was 10 o'clock last night. I'm giving it 12 hours, okay? By 10 o'clock tonight, maybe even earlier, I'm gonna be like, hey, I saw you saw my message. I don't know if you're just busy, but I really feel a connection with you. I don't think you're creepy, but I just wanted to reach out to you one more time and let you know that I am starting an online fitness accountability group, and I think you'd be a great fit. and I think you'd be a great fit because you said you're in a rut. And I go back to what she says. Does that make sense? And you said you're gaining weight after your second child. If that's something that's really important to you and you really want to move forward with, I wanted to let you know that I have a couple spots left, and I was saving it for you to hear from you. Please, can you let me know either way what you're thinking, or something like that? Because time is of the essence, and I'm done beating around the bush, but I'm also really authentic, meaning I'm connecting with her. I'm having a conversation with her. I think sometimes you definitely can jump the gun and you definitely ask too soon. I've done that. I felt it and it was like, ooh, that was too much. You know what I mean? But I'm also I also know that if they follow me and they respond to me, they know I'm not just for a quick sell. They know I'm around. So it's like, okay, that didn't go as well as planned, but it doesn't matter because like those people that don't respond to me when I've jumped the gun, I put them on a list and then I check in with them like a week later and been like, hey girl, I haven't heard from you for a week. I saw you're doing so-and-so or whatever, and then I respond. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So this girl wrote me on my like page like a comment. So I'll read that comment to you. I don't want to go back and forth because it's hard to switch screens, but I'll read you the comment that she said and what I sent her. And it's kind of...
Hey. My toddler just spilled water all over.
Do you want to go clean it? Go clean it up. It's fine.
I got it.
Oh, he was chewing on that? Jeez, Vader was chewing on my peanut butter. So I made this post about yesterday about what 7 days. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you can see that. 7 days, what a difference can make, or whatever, on my like page. Okay. And I made a call to action, and I had my form. She didn't fill out the form, but she did comment, Duncan, please be quiet. Okay, then go put him in the crate. She wrote, I love how real you are. I'm a mother of 6 who runs a restaurant. Hold on 1 second. Oh my gosh. Duncan, I'm telling you right now, you have got to stop yelling. If you don't stop yelling, you're going to go to your room. Then grab him. Come here. She's like yelling at him. Come here. Here's Vader. Don't yell at him. Just move him carefully to the crate. And he just wants to play. She said, now I struggle with up 20 pounds, down to normal, and bouncing right back up again. I'm not one for incompetencies. You remind me that we all struggle. It's the comeback and consistency in our efforts to pay. So I wrote her directly back on my page. Thank you, Nicole. I try to keep it real. I don't have time to play fake or be fake. It's true. We do all struggle. We all have setbacks. It's a matter of whether you use it to have a huge comeback. And 6 kids, bam, mama, that's amazing. I sent you a message. So I sent her a message, but she responded to me and said, and here's my message I sent her. Hey, mama, I just wanted to send you some love. Being a mom is no joke. So I'm not like reaching out to her like saying, hey, because I want to, you get excited at first, like, oh my gosh, she needs help. She needs my help. So it wasn't like, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? So I really went back to compliment, comment, question. So the conversation, that's how you continue a conversation. If you give them too much information at once, they're going to back away. I've done that. I have verbal diarrhea all over people. So I try to break it up. So the next thing I said is, I can't imagine what it's like having 6 kids, let alone running a restaurant. And I put in question mark, what type, by the way. I can't even imagine. It's just, that's crazy. I would love to help you feel confident and fit exercise into your day. It doesn't have to look perfect or even amazing. It's simply showing up and trying because you deserve it. Have you ever thought of joining me? I have a group on right now. Would love to work with you and help you. Okay. Again, I just ended it with a question. Does that sound, I feel like I gave him a compliment. I gave her a comment. I was very authentic with what I meant those things. And then I ended it with a question. Have you ever considered is something I use a lot, and it's very not in your face, and they can say yes or no. And then I move on. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? So she said, Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant. She just wrote me this. The wine is probably what is getting me. Probably what is getting me. She said the wine is probably what's getting me. So I will respond with, hey girl. So she accepted my friend request, I believe. So yeah, it says we're connected on Messenger. So she responded on my business page, but I'm gonna comment back to her on her personal page. just because I have her up and you can see what I'm commenting. Normally I'll comment and I'll even say, hey, I sent this to you on your personal page as well, but I wanted to respond here as well. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's weird. Like when you're commenting from your like page to her, if she sends a message to you, like, so I sent her a message. Duncan, stop. No, I don't want you to mind a chair.
Hayden, what are you doing?
So Duncan, I'm telling you again, stop. So I've learned from your like page, you can only send someone a personal message if they comment on your page. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't spam, you can't like just pick people who like your page. You can send them a message. How do I explain it? You can send them a message as a personal, like,
Yeah.
so like from your personal page, find their name that they liked it, connect with their like, send them a message that goes to their other folder, and then friend request them from your personal page. But to me, that's how I'm connecting with these people. So I do that. I do the reach outs, but actually sending them a message from my personal page, I can't unless they comment. Okay? So when they comment, you better believe I'm going to send them a message, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say, hey girl, I got your message from early this. Okay, go do something like exercise. Go jump on the trampoline, go play on the bike. Hold on a second. Leilani, have you done anything besides watch TV this morning? Get off the computer and go do something intellectual. What? It's a learning video from YouTube. I'm done with those. Okay. This is how I work. Is it like disastrous or what? Like, I hope this gives you a little bit of hope with the fact that you're like, Okay. No, I'm doing this. Normally I would do these reach outs late at night or super early in the morning so I could stay concentrated, but I really want to help you guys, and I really want to share this video and show you, like, here's some ideas. Okay. So I got your message from early this morning. So tell me what you would say to her. So she said to me, the wine is probably what is getting me. Where do I find that information? I've actually followed your post, but didn't actually realize it was a group. Again, I'm usually just popping in and out of Facebook between running here and there.
Hayden. Hey, stop, please.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I'm just asking you what you'd say.
I don't know.
So
if you're going to start a conversation, would you talk about the wine?
Yeah, so I'd say, right. So I'd say, so comment. What was it? It's comment. So I'm going to make a comment. I'm going to make a compliment. I'm going to ask a question. Okay. So I'm going to make a comment like, girl, I get it. Love me some. What if I told you the plan I do includes, oh, oops, I sent it. Oh, that's not good. Oops. Fast hands. Sorry. I send includes some wine. I can't believe you work at a winery. What a fun and challenging job. Okay, what? Okay. I got to grab a bowl for my daughter. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Can you go play, please? Can you go play?
So she said, I followed your post, but didn't actually realize it was a group. So I would say, what would you say?
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
Oh. She said, I followed your post, but didn't actually realize it was a group.
This is where I struggle because I have a hard time starting, like, pulling things out and conversating unless I'm in, like, the right mindset.
Right. Hold on a second, Leilani. One at a time. If you want more, you can have another one. But why put two in there and waste it when you don't know what you're going to have? So I wouldn't overthink it. I would reread it and just be like, where do I find that information? Say, like, I followed your post. Say, well, thank you so much. I'm giving her a compliment for following me. That means a lot. I actually run private accountability groups right here on Facebook from my personal page. Okay? It is what I love to do. It is me connecting with women who have, and this is just me sharing what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I sent it again.
Please take your time.
This is pretty awesome example. Oh my gosh. I seriously am not on top of my messages today. So sorry. Okay.
Please.
Who are like, so women who are like-minded and want to push to reach goals together. And she's concerned that because her last sentence is, again, I'm usually just popping in and out of Facebook between running here and there. And then, so what would you say? You need to address that. You need to address her fear. She's saying, I'm not usually on Facebook, so I wouldn't really know about a group. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I also hear a little hesitation in her voice or her tone, and maybe I'm reading into this, that she's not usually on, so she doesn't know if she could be part of it. So I'm going to squash that fear right away and say, push to reach goals, women who are like-minded and want to push to reach goals together. It includes women who work full-time, part-time, mamas, and just those who want to be committed to making progress. No need to spend all day on Facebook. Because I think that's what she's worried, right?
Yeah.
We literally do what you said. Do what you said, which is checking in between running here and there with our kiddos. Like, would you feel comfortable if I responded like that?
Yeah.
So I validated her. I complimented her. I answered all her questions. Now what's the last thing I need to do?
Ask her questions.
So what would you say?
Does that sound like something you could?
Yes. Does that sound like something you could be part of and would want to grow alongside with? Or, okay, now that sounds silly. You could be want to be part of and would want to hear more about. And then have an awesome day, Mama. Don't drink too much wine. I'm funny. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm gonna go here because she wrote on my personal page, and I like to voice message. So I'm voicing a text right now. I'm just gonna be like, hey girl, ... I sent you a message from my personal page, but seriously, I kept sending the send before I really meant to, haha. What, so you legit got like 5 messages from me, ... Okay, so I just said, it said, so you let Jack out. That's what it said. So you legit got like 5 messages from me. So I sent you the information in another message, ... Let me know what you think, smiley face. I kept sending the message before I really meant, haha. So you legit got like 5 messages from me broken up. Sorry, girl. So I did send you information and in another message. Let me know what you think. So I'm just gonna send that because I want to follow up with that. Okay. I am going to, this is a tip. Her name is Nicole. I also sent a message to Candace earlier. So let me just give you an example. Surrey, I need to make an appointment.
Okay, tell me the date and time of your appointment.
Today at 10 p.m., follow up with Nicole and Candace on Facebook.
Okay, I set up your appointment for today. Shall I schedule it?
Yes, you should, Surrey.
It's on your calendar for 10 p.m. today.
Legit, that's how I do my follow-ups. Okay, is that hard? No. So tonight, after I put the kids to bed, I'm gonna look and it's gonna say, it's already on there, follow up with Nicole and Nicoletta. And if I do a lot of them, I write their names down, follow up with Nicole, because sometimes my messages, and follow up with these people. And I even say that with coaches, and I need to do a better job of doing this. But when I do this, I legit make the best connections, the best follow-ups, and nothing is left behind, okay? I'm gonna give you a couple more examples. I wanted to tell you that. So like Amanda, I do need to follow up with her. So like, just because I made this, I'm gonna add Amanda to this list. Amanda Red. Usually I put their last name too, or Amanda R or whatever. Let me see here. What, baby? Hold on. What? Okay. Can you go that way so I don't hear it, please? Okay. I think that.
Using that.
Don't cry, please. I don't. Stop. Stop. Stop whining. You're eating breakfast. After breakfast, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's another girl. I'm just saying that, like, I don't think I said anything wrong, but she didn't like respond to me. So let me just give you an example. Hi, Sarah. This is Kiana from Kiana Hannah. So I say the same thing. She says, she accepted your request, which means, okay, she's kind of letting me into her life, right? She didn't respond. So I went back and said, oh my gosh, your profile pic is beautiful. How many kids do you have? I have 3, 9, 7. I also friend requested you. So this was yesterday. So she has seen that I friend requested her. Get over here now, Makani. I'm not in the mood. She might have blocked me. This is a great example. I can't click on her name. Let me see. Let me look on this and see if it's just my computer. She might have blocked me. No, yeah, my interconnection's unstable. I'm like, what in the heck is going on? But I wouldn't.
Sorry, and you froze.
Am I here?
Now you are. Yeah, now you're back.
Okay, I know. I was like, it said my internet connection was unstable. What's that girl's name? Her name is Sarah. Let me look her up. Sarah Duff.
Sierra.
Okay, she didn't accept my friend request even after she said it. So I'm gonna I'm not gonna comment because that's gonna be a creeper, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm gonna go to her page and like maybe one thing. You know what I mean? But some of her stuff is not likable. Like she's blocked a bunch of things. I really like this girl's page, man. I was hoping she'd friend request me. So I'm canceling the friend request, and I'm gonna say, do you know what I do sometimes? Is sometimes they don't see the friend request, but see, I said to her, I sent you a normal, and I said like, I'm normal, I swear, just like meeting other moms to chat life and know I'm not alone. That might have been too much for her. She might have thought, well, I don't like this girl, and why is she friend requesting me? She's like liked stuff on my like page. So I canceled it. A trick is retrying it again. So I canceled and retried. I will retry for 24 more hours, and if she doesn't accept it, then that to me is showing she doesn't want to have a relationship, or she doesn't want to like get to know me better, and then I move on, right? This is also a follow-up from someone that has been interested in the past, who legit told me so many things about herself that were like super personal and then just like went missing. And that was like months ago, like 2015. I tried to respond back to her like that same year, but she didn't like comment. And so I did reach out again. So sometimes these people come up and comment. She's been commenting on my page. So here's a reach out. Hey girl, reaching out because in the past we chatted and we connected a long time ago, but never got a response. I remember you saying life is busy, so wanted to personally reach out and to connect again. Did you ever lose your 40 pounds by December? Because she said she wanted to, so I really connect with her about these. Did you, girl, we all are a work in progress. We all are trying our best, and that is the most we can ask of ourselves. My kids are still crazy. She said, I love connecting with you because your kids are crazy, basically. And I said, writing again because maybe this time we can actually connect. I appreciate your support and love on my page. I'm reaching out about joining my upcoming 30-day group with me, looking for like-minded women in mission to better themselves. Basically, I know you've been interested in the past. Are you interested? I don't want to go into the holidays feeling like I'm not on track. Can I send you some more information? But she doesn't. She said up here that she barely checks Facebook. So my bet is that she's not checking Facebook a ton. But I still reached out. See this little button right here, this little check? Yep. It means it's delivered, but she hasn't seen it.
Yep.
Okay. The back of my earring just fell off. Okay, so I want to look at some of your conversations before we go because it's been 40 minutes. So do you know how to screen share?
No.
Okay, so let me get on. You can't screen share unless I stop. So I'm stopping. Okay, so see on the bottom. So make sure your Facebook page is up. Your message, make your messages up. See see the share screen on the bottom of your on Facebook. Okay, so click that. It's going to ask you, what do you want to share? Like a pop-up screen, what do you want to share? Because it's going to show you all your screens that are open, and then pick the Facebook screen. There you go.
Did I do it?
Yes, you did. Okay, so go to the messages of a girl that you thought was interested, but for some reason she said, nope, it's too expensive.
Right. How do I get it to deliver now?
So click on the left-hand side. Oh, yours is different. Mine are on top. That's funny. It's always different how things are set up.
There we go. Nope, that didn't. There we go. Okay. So this is, I want to show you this one because this is how a lot of my conversations end. Like I start out with good intentions and then I run out of things to say, but I don't think I am digging deep enough into the conversations maybe.
Yeah. So the furry, so I would think that first comment, you didn't say enough about yourself and you didn't say, that to me does seem like it's jumping the gun. Like you really just want to start talking. You just want to talk about health and fitness, but you don't really talk about anything. So it was nice of her to respond, but I knowing you, that's not how you are. And knowing if they followed you, they would know that's not how you are, but you can't expect that they do follow you and they know everything about you.
Yeah.
So I would add something in between, just 1 or 2 sentences in between, like my mission is to do this, or I love connecting with other mamas. I own a farm, whatever, say a little bit about yourself and add 2 more sentences. That will make a big difference. No, go ahead. You ask me.
There's another one too. This is how I reach out to people who comment on my page. Nope, that's not it.
Okay, wait, go back to that conversation. I'm going to give you some advice. Go back to that conversation.
Yep.
Okay, I try to stay active, but don't always remember to. I do workouts occasionally, bike, but not as much as I like. So again, I think you just jumped the gun. So I think it's tough when life gets busy. I think you totally related to her. Say it sounds like you have a common problem. I would say it sounds like you have a common problem, like everyone does. It's hard staying consistent. Is that some area that you struggle with? And I would say literally, what do you mean you don't always remember to laugh out loud? What does that mean? I don't remember. I don't even know what that means. I don't always remember to stay active. That's funny that she said that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say what does that mean? And says, I do work out occasionally with bike, but not as much as I like. Say it sounds like you would like to change that in your life. How much would you like to add workouts? How much more would you like? I would keep digging more. Keep asking more questions. I think that question's great. Do you have someone you could lean on, but later in the conversation?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Just
That's what I
because,
kind of thought I was doing all along, is jumping the gun. I don't know. It doesn't come to me like when I'm sitting there at the screen, and maybe I have too much going on in the background. I need to just focus more.
well,
But-
I think you're overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think you have to put yourself in the person's shoes. Like if you sent that to someone else and their response was, oh, I get it. Life is busy. I found helping accountability partner. Do you have someone you can lean on? She's already thinking that, well, she must run some type of business. She wants me to join her, which is not a problem
Right.
if she connects with you. But I don't think the connection was made. I think you jumped the gun just by a couple sentences. It's just a couple more things of connection and
Mhm.
relating. And it could have been the same day. It could have been 20 minutes later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so did she friend your friends on Facebook? So have you gone to her page and liked some of her stuff and commented on her stuff since then?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure that you do that. And just, I would literally send her a message and be like, hey girl, haven't talked to you in a minute. Like what is it? August 23rd? What's today?
The 30th.
Say, how are those bike rides coming along? Are you, I know you said, I go dig back into it. You can always make better connections. And I've honestly, you don't need to do this, but my conversations were so bad. I apologize to people. I was like, man, I reread that conversation and that was really like that was not how I wanted it to come out.
Mhm.
Like what I meant was this. And some of them still don't like comment, but at least I came across and I'm like learning how to talk. Do you know what I mean? And I'm
Yep.
connecting and I'm trying to figure out. So I would go back and just say, hey girl, we haven't talked in a couple days. Totally thinking of you. I was thinking of you. Have you done any bike rides? And have you done any, have you done any bike rides? ... See, she didn't give you a lot of information. She was
But I
kind of
didn't
like,
ask a lot.
she kind of was giving you like snippets, but she answered your questions, but you didn't ask enough questions. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you just have to continuously ask
Yep.
questions. And again, these are great questions to add into your conversations, but just dig a little deeper and let them know that you do care and you want to know.
Yep.
In a second, okay? Okay, any other, let's look at some more questions. Let's look at some more conversations.
That's somebody that liked a post and never responded.
So I'd respond with, hey girl, I'm following up. I saw that you were interested in my boot camp. I didn't want to leave you hanging. I just wanted to see, I wanted to get to know you better. It's really important for me to get to know the people that I work with. I would so love to help you crush your goals. And I would leave it at that. I mean, I'd so love to help you crush your goals. So like, again, I think it just depends on like what they said, how much they commented on. But I would just follow up, like simple follow up. Hey girl, I sent you a message. I didn't hear from you. Life gets busy. I just wanted to make sure that you and I reconnected again. I'm filling up my spots and I didn't want to leave you hanging. Let me know if you would want to know, let me know if you are interested in my boot camp. Either way, I just like to really get to know you better. That's it. That's what I would say.
This one. I'm trying to find the one that I thought was really good and I can't find it.
No, that's a good thing. I think that's a good question. Now, just because she didn't see it doesn't mean it's not. I mean, just because she didn't respond doesn't mean it's not good, but that's what I would have said. I would have said something like that. You related to her, you said something about her, you're very personable. You asked her a question. Are you friends or no? You're friends on Facebook. So have you commented or liked on her stuff?
Not yet. I just saw a post from her today.
Okay, so just comment on it, make it very simple, and start building that relationship that way. And then maybe in a couple days, I'd be like, hey girl, I don't know if you saw my message. I see your blah, 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 like whatever, just reconnect in some way. Hope you're having a good day. Like, don't make it about inviting. just message her. When you have a couple conversations, see, like if you just invited her now, that would be, I think, a little too soon because
Yeah.
you're just, however, here's the difference. I think it depends on where you at in your social media marketing and attraction. If you have these people that are following you and people that are like constantly saying things to you, you know, and they have a good feel for who you are, then they already know you. They already feel like they know you. They already feel like they trust you. That bond is already there. So you can invite right away. Like I do invite some people right off my like page. I do invite them right away. I do say, hey girl, you need to like get in the program with me. You need to do this with me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? I don't know. Hey, life is Christina B. I love her. She told me she reached out. She's like, I just reached out to your coach. And she's like, I reached out. So she sent like all these messages to people because she never does that. And she's like, she's like, Megan, your coach responded to me. It was funny.
I just told her that there was one post that I really related to, so I commented on it.
She's amazing. She's awesome.
This is a girl that I've been talking to for quite a while. And she is, I assume she's saving money is kind of what I get the vibe for. And I just keep telling them that I'll check back next month.
Okay, so I'm going to do a video about this on our team page, and I feel like I've done an injustice by doing the same thing. I don't think you did anything wrong. I feel like she said she didn't have any money. We have to buy a new lawnmower, so we have to start over saving. Thanks. I mean, I hear that so many times. Like I hear, like there's nothing necessarily, like today, granted, I had 3 people that were going to purchase, and they're all in Houston. Am I going to be like, you know, she's like, any other time I would, this $160 I could have done, but she's like, it seems silly buying this when I have water on my floor. Like, yeah, duh. Like, let me go up. Let me see. Let's read through this real quick. And then I'll tell you.
Well, this is a super long conversation.
Okay.
But this is kind of where I was at when I finally we talked about Jillian Michaels for a while because she was doing those videos. And then I talked to her about Court of Force because we were talking about kickboxing.
Okay, so go back to your, let me see. I was shocked how much I enjoyed it. Okay, what didn't you say in this response? What is something that you forgot? You forgot something main.
I hardly ever compliment, I don't think.
Okay, and you didn't relate back at all to what? I love how you said I lost close to 10 pounds and 12 inches because you're relating to her. I love how you got the results. I love how you explain it. Say, right when you said, I think this might be something that's right up your alley, you needed to tell her why.
Okay.
Because you say you need to lose 10 pounds. You say that you have gained weight in your thighs. And I get that. Like you have to revalidate and re-explain to her that you're listening. Because to me, it's not that it's bad. That's not a bad response. It's just not the best response, which just means you could have added a little bit more validation. I always, when my response is inviting them to a challenge group, I always revalidate that I listened to what they said and that I relate it back to their goals, because people they need to know, like, and trust you, but they also need to know that you listen to them on listening to what they want. So you're just talking about what it did for you.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about what it did for her, what it's doing for her. And that's a major thing that I think that we can all work on, because I catch myself when I go back and look at conversations, I catch myself going, crap, I do it all the time, Megan. So pull down, go down. So she said, yeah, what's the cost? So I would have said, that depends on what we choose together. But I think at this point, I don't know, have you asked her what her goals are?
So
it's almost like you go, it depends on what our goals are together. There's different forms of challenge packs. I want to make sure I find the right fit for you before we go into price. tell me a little bit about what your goals would be in the next 30 days so I could fully help you get the results that you want. Then we will talk about, then we can go over price a little bit more in detail. Because I think that that's like, again, there's nothing wrong. Once you go over that information, then you send her this. Okay, included is it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I think you're just jumping the gun. I think you're literally just jumping the gun, and you just need to fill in the holes just a little bit, and then your conversations are going to be golden. The more you I want you to really think about that. Comment, compliment, question equals conversation. And you can constantly gut check yourself by going back to conversations where people didn't like respond and didn't like whatever, and you can be like, oh crap, I didn't do this. But I will tell you this, Megan, you can do everything right and you're going to get no's. You can say everything right, you can do everything right, and it's the more conversations that you have, the more practice that you have, that you'll get better at. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yep. Pull down.
Oh, quit being.
So that makes sense to me because she's interested, but I don't think you made a connection 100% as to why it's so important because to join, because you didn't really validate with her goals. I'm not saying that she would have joined anyhow. I'm saying she might have thought about it a little more. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then totally understand. So that's good response. I stayed up for a couple months. So when you say no worries, I would say ... down the road, would it be okay if I connected with you, say in November, and then put her on a list so that you have an exact day to join, because you haven't talked to her. You talked to her in July, but then you didn't talk to her in August. So in between July and August,
this one is August right here. I followed
No, that's what I meant. You talked to her in July, but the next time you talked to her was in, I like this. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So I would have just sent her the recipe you posted the other day. Looks so good. Was sad to see you didn't enjoy it. Say, what didn't you like about it? Like, why was it so bad?
She posted on the post what she didn't like about it. So
she did?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I don't think that like ending it with another online August booth, you're doing great. You're inviting. You just needed to have a little bit more compliments and questions.
Should I include it in here? How are your goals going? We talked about, have you lost any of your weight?
So something that I do when they tell me no, or they're like hesitant, I'll say, so how was that 30 pounds losing? Because I know they haven't done anything. I'll be like, how is that plan of yours? Some girl told me one time she was just gonna do it by herself and drink lemon juice and cayenne pepper. And I was like, so how's that lemon pepper and cayenne diet doing for you? And she's like, terrible. Oh, let me show you a person that let me show you one more thing that I think for a girl that has commented and I finally was like, I'm just gonna freaking get like literally legit ask this person. I think it's we can end it that way. Do you have any more questions with you? Do you have any more questions with you?
I don't think so.
Do you want me to look at any more conversations?
I don't think so.
And did this help? Has this helped?
Yes.
Okay. I really hope this has helped you feel a little bit more confident about how to, and again, there's no right or wrong way, but I think you could look at my conversations and be like, see insight where I wouldn't. And this is what my upline never did this with me, but this is what I used to do. And I feel like we need to do this more often. I need to look at people's conversations because I've been doing this for 5 years, that it comes somewhat naturally to me. I'm not saying that I have X, Y, and Z figured out, but I know how to talk to people and I know what works. And I'm telling you what doesn't work is, and I feel like, what doesn't work is not being confident. Okay.
Yeah. And
see, you're not confident because you do feel like you have holes, which you a little bit do, but I feel like your ending and beginning, your questions are really good. It's just more questions about them. Yep. Okay. And just remember, what would I want to hear? What would I want to hear? What would I want to hear? And honestly, I put on my computer for a year, comment plus compliment plus question equals conversation, because I always, I needed it. It always reminded me, and it put a little sticky note and it will really help you. Okay. Did you quit sharing?
Yes.
Okay. Share screen. Okay. What the heck's this girl? What's her name? Jules. Is it Jules? Yeah. Okay. My computer's so slow. I'm sorry.
Nope,
I have
okay.
too much stuff open. Is that Jules? It wasn't Jules. What am I talking about? Wrong girl. Let me look. They're best friends from high school. I used to teach them.
Oh.
So hold on one second. Let me tell you, it's very weird for me. I've had to get over it. I'm just telling you what my hang up is reaching out to ex-students because I feel like I'm their teacher. They like, why would they want to join me type of thing. Like, that's not, where the heck is it? Tammy. Gosh, Kiana, get it together. Okay. So Tammy and that other girl are best friends. Not that you care, but I get them confused. Tammy and Jules were both students I had in class. I'm going to tell you how a conversation went really well. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm saying we need to have more conversations like this. What the heck? My computer is like slower than molasses. And I'm sorry this has lasted an hour. I promise you I'll get off the phone in like and right after this conversation. Okay. So I said this. So literally look at how long ago she wrote me. I did not respond, Megan. I did not respond. She said, I thought about reaching out to you a million times, but I made my decision to hire a nutritionist, a life coach. She makes my meal. I'm telling you right now that if I was not her teacher, she probably would have unfriended me because I gave her, like I saw it and I legit remember like looking at it. And I remember my daughter like pushing something and saying that it was red when it really wasn't red. And I was like, I'll go back to that. But I saw it like very briefly. And I was like, I got to write, went through my brain, like gone. She's legit asking me like, I have currently lost 12 pounds in almost 3 weeks. I'm using the Nike app. I'm a nutritionist. I love watching your live videos. How do these groups work? I didn't even respond. So here's what I said. Hey mama, I can't believe I didn't respond. So flippin' sorry. How are you doing overall with your nutritionist? Because she told me she hired a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Are you still losing weight and feeling awesome? Girl, I would love to help you. You don't have to be a coach to be helped. She said she didn't want to be a coach because she has already done Beachbody before. Her sister was a coach. Her sister made her sign up for the discount. Her sister went missing in action and was terrible, and it was a bad experience. That's the situation. So I know in my heart I can offer a solid solution that works. So this is basically what I say. The current deal is 365 days, all access, pass to every workout we have ever offered, plus any program that comes out in the next 365 days. It's the best trainers in the world on DVD and the top workout programs. You will also get a 30-day supply of Shakeology Shake, because I know she knows what this is because she's heard about it before. I wouldn't have gone fast into this before, but you have to understand our background, okay? And then I said, but this is me reaching out to her. Like this is not, she hasn't reached out at all since January. That's a long time ago. Okay. And then I said, and thanks so much for encouraging me and always supporting my page. Means a lot. She said, I'm on another I don't care anymore crappy plan. How much for all of this you just described to me? Sounds great. I would love to not have the pressure. So I could have sent to her, it's $160. And that quote that you said, but here's what I did. I went personal. Are they going to play? Oh my Lord. And Facebook fail. Hold on. I think I can play them right on my phone. Let's pause it. Whatever. Here we go.
I sure love you because you're real. Honestly, I feel really bad that I didn't respond, and I don't know if I checked it or if Connie got on it, and I like to blame her for things, but it's the truth. She gets on my phone, messes with my messenger, and then it doesn't say that I read. It says that I read it, but I actually didn't, so I apologize. Oh, girl, you don't ever have to have a pressure of being a coach or sign up to be a coach. That's not any way, shape, or form what I'm here for. I just love helping people, and it makes me very happy knowing that I can help you. Being that we've had a relationship for a long time, and I really do care about you, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to be healthy, and you've been super, uber supportive of me and my journey, and so I want to pay that forward to you. So it's super interested. I am so excited you're super interested. It's a really, really amazing.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, It's a really actually incredible deal. So you get 365-day access to what we call an all-access challenge pack, which includes all the workouts that we offer and anything that we offer in the next 365 days. So, for example, there's a new program coming out called 80 Day Obsession with Autumn. She's the maker of 21 Day Fix. You'll get access to that the day it comes out. Anything that comes, I mean, literally, I don't even know, like, it's, you pay more than a gym membership sometimes for 2 months for the price, so it's pretty incredible. You also get access to my group, of course, and you get access for the entire year. You get access, you'll get 30-day supply of Shakeology. Remind me if you tasted that before or tried it before. And then I help you with your meal plan. I get you plugged into the group. But here's where the magic happens, is in the group. I feel like a lot of people try to do this alone, and I don't like it when people try to do it alone. Meaning, like, sure, there's that rare person that can go to the gym or sign up for whatever and do their thing and check in with their coach once every month and be fine. But in real life, most people need support every single day. And I'm not talking about the person that is like wanting me to do it for them, because I obviously can't. I'm talking about the person that just is ready to change, ready to move forward, and just needs the support and accountability. So that's where I come into play. I'm really good at giving you support, and I'm really good at being your best cheerleader, my friend. So I put you into the group. Every morning we do a sweaty selfie. In the evenings, we post our nutrition. We talk about it. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being judged. It's about showing up. And I feel like when you show up and get ideas and figure out and be intentional, you start to have the magic happen. And that's really what it's about. My key thing is showing up more often than not, okay? Not being perfect, progress over perfection, focusing on your small wins, and really surrounding yourself with a like-minded community. And I know that you said that your family doesn't care and is not into it, and that's really hard for a lot of people. And so to find this second, quote, family is something that gives them a courage to be brave, to try new things, and to change. So if you're ready, I'm ready for you. Now, that all being said, is usually $199 with all the access for the entire year, the Shakeology for 30 days, me as your support. You also get a shaker cup and some portion control containers, but it's on sale for $160. And when you think about it, you can't even really get the price of a trainer for that price. So I would love to help you. I'd love to add you, like, legit today. I'd love to help get you on the phone and help get you started, or just support you. I just really feel like surrounding yourself in a community is going to be a game changer for you.
And then
the next steps would be picking out the program, and because you have the all access, you have all the programs that we offer. But I have an idea of what program I'd like you to start with. Really dialing into your nutrition, looking at your nutrition, looking at what it is that you're eating, just tweaking things a little bit, following portion control, not starving yourself. Again, progress over perfection. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're looking for 8, 9s, and 10s during the day. Not perfect. We're going to plan your treats during the week. We're going to set you up for success. I really, really believe I can help you. So Tammy, if you're ready, I'm ready, and let's do this, girl. All right. By the way, I just wanted to say, talking to you reminds me of high school, and it reminds me of all the conversations that we've had. I just had like a total deja vu. Anyhow, all right, talk to you later. Bye.
so that's it.
I have to go.
Yes. No problem.
Let's go.
Okay. No, I'll talk to you later. No. I'm sorry it's been so long. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And I didn't mean to listen to 5-minute messages. And then it's not like it's perfect, but I just wanted to give you some ideas. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.